The heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder, just entered the Forb List, making an earning of $30 million, landing on the top 50 most highest paid athletes, making him the third highest paid boxer in the game, behind Anthony Joshua and Canelo Alvarez. Now, Canelo Alvarez obviously got the #1 spot, making an earning of $90 million. Anthony Joshua making an earning of $50 million, and Wilder making an earning of $30 million just in 2 fights. So let's get straight to it. Now, I want to give a shout out to Fernand Boxing. He got a great boxing channel, very informative, and always got good content. So check the Aki out. I got the news from him. Now, as far as Deontay Wilder, blessings on blessings keep coming his way. Just this year alone, it was announced that Deontay Wilder is the most famous boxer in the game. Then, just this week, it was also announced that he's the third highest paid boxer in the game. So, definitely Deontay Wilder doing great things. He came a long way. And just with this news alone, it proves my points that I've been making about Deontay Wilder. It's like I be having precognitions of what's finna happen. I told y'all Deontay Wilder made the right decision by betting on himself when everybody was coming out saying, oh, why he didn't sign with the Zone, blah, blah, blah. And I told y'all he is making the right decision, in my opinion, because he betting on himself in the right way, because as long as he keep on winning, if he believe in himself and he keep on winning, he definitely will make more money than what the Zone offered. I mean, just think about it. His next 2 fights is with Ortiz and Fury. That's already a $50 million payday, at least. The reason why I say that, Ortiz got paid $1 million in their first fight. He getting $7 million at least in the rematch. So we know Deontay Wilder finna get paid way more, and his popularity grew. So he headlining the card basically, and he carrying the pay-per-view. Then on the rematch with Fury, oh, that's a huge fight. I mean, if they did 350 pay-per-view buys in the US and 700K in the UK, oh, they finna crack at least $500,000 in the US this time. Especially when people believe in Fury and Fury back in shape, and they saw that he actually got a shot, and you know, they didn't count him out like they did the last time. So people finna support him, and Wilder finna crack a lot of numbers. So if he also pulls off that win, then sky's the limit, because a fight with Ruiz is possible, and that's $1 million to $2 million pay-per-view buys easy. If Anthony Joshua beats Ruiz in a rematch, then that fight is possible. That's a $100 million payday right there. So either way it goes, Deontay Wilder future is set. And like I said, just by betting on himself, he's finna make, or he could make, I should say, up to $100 million a fight if he's able to pull off his next 3 fights with a W. Because after that, he's a megastar. If he's able to beat Ortiz again and Tyson Fury in a rematch, and then the winner of Ruiz and Anthony Joshua, oh, he easily making $100 million in that fight. So if you think about it, like I said, betting on himself, that contract that the Zone offered for 4 fights, he could make it in 1 fight. So yes, he made the right decision. Yes, Deontay is the #1 heavyweight champion in the world, ranked #1. He's also the longest reigning champion. He's also the most famous boxer in the world. So people that kept saying, oh, what good is it to be the most famous and not the most paid? Well, the most famous translate to more money coming your way. You know, them knockouts, Canelo ain't getting them. So yeah, he the highest paid right now, but Wilder popularity keep on growing tremendously because he keep on going viral every fight, because he put somebody in a coma, he knocked somebody's soul out of him. So he always stays going viral on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and it keeps people talking about him, which translates to more money coming his way in future fights. So like I said, in the future, if he able to get the Ruiz or the Anthony Joshua winner, he's the A side because he's still undefeated, the longest reigning champion, and Then at the time, if Anthony Joshua is able to win the rematch, he already lost the fight, so he no longer the A side. And Wilder, on the other hand, by that time, he already fought Ortiz the second time. He already did great numbers versus Fury in a rematch if he's able to win that fight. And like I said, he will be the huge favorite and the A side in negotiations versus Ruiz or Anthony Joshua. So his future is set. He already set right now as we speak. But I'm saying, as far as the money that's coming toward him, as long as he keep on winning, and even if he takes a L, he's still gonna make money, because at the end of the day, one thing for sure, he still got an impressive record, and he always got knockout power that gives him a chance in every fight. And either he win or lose, he's an entertaining fighter. So a belt don't define Wilder at this point. He surpassed that. He already proved himself as a champion. And like I said, just like Anthony Joshua, we'll see if he's able to take a loss and bounce back. But Wilder will get the same treatment when he loses, if he loses. But that's just the worst case scenario. So like I said before, Wilder just made me look like a prophet again by proving my point. And that's why DAZN issued an apology to him for not being prepared when they had the meeting. Wilder had questions of, okay, what's Anthony Joshua purse finna be if y'all giving me this money? Because I ain't finna get paid, or y'all ain't finna lowball me while y'all give Anthony Joshua more money. Plus, Anthony Joshua wasn't signed to him, and they had a fight-to-fight contract. So he probably wanted the same thing, but they didn't present that. Like I said, they had an issue, an apology for a reason. So we already knew that it wasn't Deontay Wilder's fault for that fight not happening. He wanted that fight as much as he wanted to breathe. But as we've seen in the Anthony Joshua Ruiz fight, that's why Anthony Joshua wanted no smoke with Wilder. I mean, if Ruiz hurt you, and Ruiz is not really a heavy puncher like that, I mean, Wilder, the wind of his punches finna knock out Anthony Joshua. I mean, if he hit Anthony Joshua with a clean punch, the way Klitschko hit him, he might put Anthony Joshua in a coma. If Anthony Joshua having a panic attack before a Ruiz fight, man, he finna have a heart attack before fighting Deontay Wilder. That's all I'm saying. So subscribe below if y'all trying to get smart about a minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't listen to these casual ass fans. And like I always say, we out here. Peace.